fingerprint? Is it on the cradle?
It's okay.
And that tells me when it's...
Interesting. Okay, so let me show you something. You see how the yellow here, how some of it's lit up and some of it's not?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, watch this. Lift your hand. Why did mine light up and yours not? Place yours back.
I don't know. Because my fingers are dead?
Because you're dehydrated. Okay.
I know that.
Remember, I'm drinking water, intracellular hydration. So a lot of people, especially as the older somebody gets,
right.
They're less. Okay, so let's just get this on here really, really good. Okay. You may have to push down a little harder. Okay, now we're all connected. Okay.
Right.
And if it was really bad, I'd take some water, put it on your hand, and make you conduct. Okay.
So now I'm galvanic.
Now you're galvanic. All right, so let's just go back to, because I put you in here the first name. So I'm going to go to my clients. Okay, so it was Roger?
Rocky.
Rocky.
There
we go.
You already got me in there.
Okay. So we're going to do a new session, balance. We're going to do all of our products.
And this takes next. How long to scan?
We're going right now.
Have you ever filled out a questionnaire at your
And I'm all yellow there, right?
Yep.
This is a common way to
see, it's communicating.
The information provided on the questionnaire was likely used to provide insight and direction to the practitioner. You might think of the Zyto scan like a health questionnaire, only instead of answering these questions with pencil and paper, data from your body is analyzed. Here's how it works. Zyto software presents various virtual items, which might be thought of as questions on a questionnaire. These items are digital representations of things like foods, nutritional supplements, and clinical services. During this question asking process, Zyto handprint measures very subtle changes in the electrical properties of your skin. These changes, known as galvanic skin response, are sent to the software to be analyzed. The software looks for the responses that are closest to your established baseline.
Yeah, there's a lot of
These
stuff.
are considered more
There's a lot of stuff messing with your energetic. It's an energetic scan.
Your responses from the scan are ranked for coherence on the balance report, and this data can then be used to help maintain your personal.
How many markers you said this was?
Just like a questionnaire, the Zyto scan is aimed at providing information and does not constitute diagnosis. Equipped with this information,
so we have practitioners that I have one practitioner has 750 of these out because you can remote monitor. So let's say you have patients all over the world. So he sells them the monitor and then he charges them $99 a month monitoring fee. And he has a $20 staffer that basically connects with them and does the scan. And they say, oh, everything's good. And then what he does is he adjusts the supplements that he sells to them as their body's changing.
And my staffer doesn't have to be certified, licensed, or anything. So it's just someone who's trained to do this. So I could have my daughter be doing this for me.
Yeah.
Put her in business first. So.
And with.
And how much is this? Just this setup? 2,000?
Yeah. Try not to keep your arms. Keep your arms across. This setup for the Zyto.
Yeah. For the.
So this is $399 that you're looking at.
And now, that's with the software platform?
That's with the software.
Really?
Okay. But that's just this piece, okay?
Right.
Now, these technologies are... so that package is $2,000. However, if you have your own product line, so there are various levels of this software.
Right.
So there's like about the $1,200 version, which I got down to $399, which is what you're doing right now.
Right.
Because it's simple, it's easy, it's fast. There's the Dr. Cowden's version. His is like $12,000, $15,000. Then there's another in between version that's about $5,000 or $6,000. The more expensive versions you can add. I mean, I could add this water, I could add Exaglow, I could add different stuff.
Right.
And it's going to kind of like be asking your body's going to say, hey, is this going to help resolve those challenges?
Sure.
But the nice thing is that it's fast and it's simple. I'm also friends with the, I put these two companies together. So I do this with other companies, and we build custom libraries for you, and it depends on how many users you have, whether they'll do it. I typically do it with companies that have a lot of, where they're going to move a lot of cradles, and then they want a lot of subscriptions.
Is that what we refer to this as a cradle?
Yes.
And this is all based on a platform, but it has to be hooked up one-to-one as far as the cradle with this.
Correct.
So if I had this, so I've got a symbolic relationship with Walton and the Walmart pharmacies and the Sam's Club pharmacies. Now I could have one of these stations, just like we have, they have the machine in there that takes my blood pressure and all, runs that test. It doesn't do any of this. So I could do that and create a revenue produce for
You could
them.
do that,
Or
absolutely.
even offer it free to them and they could.
So this
And I
is
can do this at my health fairs at the county fair. So I do LA County and Orange County fairs.
this is what I do. I got a bunch of people like this.
Or do what you're doing here. Have a room, rent it out, and do this. There you go. First scan free. I love it.
And you know what this does? So I do these at gyms. I do it in places where I can engage.
Remember when they walk into our
people
office?
who are health-minded. Everybody wants a free scan. And then when you know better, you can do better. And then they buy the water, they buy the air, they buy everything up. And they want blood work done. They get sent into the clinic. I mean, it's just.
I've also got a relationship with the YMCAs.
I want to build more of those too.
Yeah.
Bigger city.
So do you see how there's nothing going on right now?
Right.
But yet I have a captive audience.
Okay.
So this same company, what I'm doing as of next week, there is a video that's playing, which is.
So actually, I could do this like a kiosk in the mall with a self-loop on the video,
So
and have that scan free, and you can go rent that kiosk.
normally
for
what
nothing.
happens is I have this,
All of us today are concerned about
which is going to
increased
start
exposure
playing
to allergens,
automatically
mold,
afterwards.
VOCs, and air pollutants. Now,
Uh-oh.
with Active
This
Pure,
is perfect.
you can eliminate these and other harmful contaminants in the air and surfaces in your home or office. Active Pure goes beyond traditional air purification systems and is the only air cleaning technology awarded
I like
the
it for the
prestigious
simplicity and
certified
the
space
travel. I can
technology
take it.
seal of approval
That thing
by
you
the
see
Space
flying right there,
Foundation.
my customer
So
made
how
the
does
power
Active
for
Pure
it.
What's
really
that?
work to
The thing
protect
you
you?
just saw flying there,
Microscopic oxygen
customer made
and
the
water
power for
molecules
it.
in the air
And it's
enter the
working out the
purification
sun.
unit and pass through the Active Pure honeycomb matrix. While inside, the molecules are transformed into friendly yet powerful oxidizers. Once released, the
Yeah, I got a
molecules
few
become
Oric machines
supercharged
sitting around
purification
home.
warriors. Like an army on a mission, they seek to rapidly destroy contaminants, fungi, mold, and odor-causing bacteria.
To manage
In many
the Oric
cases,
store in Hampton
Active
Beach.
Pure is combined with ionization to
So
show
this
our
is just
Active
showing the
Pure
negative ion
technology
part.
at work.
The Active
Exactly.
Pure
Yeah.
aura, nobody has the Active
That
Pure
has
part.
no
The other people have like
filtration.
ozone.
When we turn
Right.
on our supercharged
There's no
molecules,
ozone.
you can see the smoke swirl and then disappear, showing the
Yeah,
charge
Oric
continues
is
to work.
based on
This
sending
is
it
what
out,
the technology
sending it
does
down,
to the
sending it
microscopic
up, and
impurities
sending
that you
it,
can't see in your air and
inside.
surfaces. Active Pure technology is entirely safe for both humans and pets.
But if it's
and
in
the technology has been proven
Walmart
to
or
be
somewhere, we can
effective,
have whatever
powerful,
video you
leading
want
university
playing
studies
and
to eliminate
educating
numerous
people.
harmful contaminants.
Exactly.
Active Pure was created in the USA by a leading technology company with over 90 years of history.
So this is the
recognized
manufacturers
by the
that
zone.
were
We own
Electrolytes.
worldwide rights to this
I'm familiar with
proprietary
Electrolytes.
Active Pure
Worldwide
technology.
rights to this
My
Active
dad
Pure.
was the
Certified
first
space
Southern
technology
California
works to
distributor for
continuously
Kirby
clean and
Vacuum.
protect
Oh,
air
really?
and
Yeah, one of
surfaces
the first
24 hours a day.
So when I was
Active
12,
Pure is
I was
available
sweeping
in a
floors
variety
and
of
knocking
products.
doors,
Talk to your local distributor
knocking
for
the
more
Electrolux
information
out of
or
the
have Active Pure
game,
installed
going
in your
after
home or
Rainbow,
business. Take advantage of this opportunity to make a difference
which is
in
a
your
terrible
life and the
system.
lives of
The
those you
Rainbow?
care
The
most
Rainbow,
about.
that water, all you
Active
get is
Pure
mud.
today.
Oh, it drives me crazy. My wife's bought 3 of them.
The filter queen too,
So, all right, let's see what we got. You can take your
Can I
hand
take it off
You
now?
can take your
Now you
hand
can take your hand off.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see how
Of
bad I am.
171 biomarkers tested, 94 in range, 77 out of range. Not horrible.
Not bad, 77.
And you've had a lot of stuff messing with you energetically.
Yeah.
Okay? So, the first thing I want to tell you is just based upon my experience of done like thousands of these. You see these rings here?
Mm-hmm.
This tells me that you're already doing some things pretty darn well.
Okay, good.
Okay? So the healthiest people, they have like these concentric, like and then
Right.
one outer band, okay?
Right.
So you see you got another outer band, but all of yours are kind of organized. And if you saw
That
some of
means
the
my
other,
endos and my doctors know what they're doing, right?
they're doing something.
Sort of, you still got a lot out.
kind of, yeah. I know.
Okay.
77 out of
So
range.
let's
Let's see what they are out of range
Let's see
on.
what they are. So 77 are out. This release product would bring in 36. Fresh air would bring in 26. So that tells me that it's probably some airborne burden, or maybe you were a smoker or something. It picks
Never
up on
smoked.
that.
Well, take that back. Smoked one, so I went in the army at 18. Quit.
Replace would bring in 9. Rebuild would bring in 4. replace this other version of bring in 2, and now they're all in. Okay, so then we're going to look at this. What is released? Metabolize fat, reduce cravings, take release of excess belly or fetal fat, when reduce body. Fresh air, healthy urine surface protection. Take replace if you want to rebuild. Take replace if you want additional nutrients for optimum bone health. Maybe lack out calcium. For body systems.
So what's the first band up there? Detox.
Detox.
Because I seem to be pretty green.
Of the lifestyle stuff. See, remember I said it doesn't. You look pretty good. Just something's out of whack.
Right.
So it's all relative. Okay. So this is all means you're doing pretty good. And I could tell that by how those tiles were sort of lined up. Right. There's some things that are just kind of your body could use some assistance.
What's not registering there? What's that say? I can't read it.
Sleep.
Yeah.
It's
Something you don't get.
No, 3 hours a night.
So usually it's
Time for sleep when
so
we're dead.
if there's a couple of things, like if it says 000, there's a depends on what section it's in. It could be that it's so far out it just went tilt, it's off the charts.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it could have been like
Could be like
the sleep is because this red line only goes so far.
Right.
Okay. So of the
So
detox,
I need to take more B12 maybe.
what's stressing your body's ability to detoxify?
I don't know.
Chemicals, viruses, bacteria, fungus, molds, lymphatic. Okay. This is what's stressing your body's ability to.
What's the top 3 red bands there?
Chemicals, viruses, bacteria, and then fungus and molds. Okay. But the interesting thing is like gastrointestinal, so the stomach, grief is showing up as an emotion. There's a lot of the docs that do with cancer, and they just go straight for these emotions. They go, why does it keep coming up? Because it's an emotion. I got to get to the root cause of what's going on.
It's making me think that.
But the interesting thing, these are the balancers, okay? So that was the stressors. Those things are stressing your body. These are the balancers. And so you see how this one like released is 22.45? That means that's the highest rated balancer for that. I'm going to show you this other, I'm not going to go further in this report because I'm going to show you this. The one I usually show is this one. This is Advanced Plus Teeth. And it's going to go through some...
Always. And I have one of these.
Oh yeah, you can sit in the chair
It's going
right
to
there.
do this thing right quick.
I have a couple of these. We use it for reflexology.
Have you got any pain?
Yeah, me and you.
So the main part of this is actually the interpretation, you being able to explain it to the patient, or
Yeah, not even... So here's...
understanding what you're looking at.
So this company is a hybrid network marketing company. So they've got a buy low, sell high component, and then they have a component where they've got just lay people.
They are a network marketing company?
Well, part of it
Or
is and part of it
trying to
isn't.
model as part of network marketing?
Yeah. And so, but the problem is that their network marketing people couldn't.
I say, what was their network marketing distributor's entry point on it?
Low.
Any idea? Low?
Low.
Bring them in and they have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah, so basically, so
and
I
get the AG on their ass.
So I just set this whole thing up for them, okay?
Okay.
And you don't want to be it. You just want to go, do you see anything here that may resemble how you've been feeling recently?
Right, right.
So we just want to keep it as stupid simple as possible. So the top's the same. This is a different report. Okay, you're familiar with all this kind of stuff.
Right.
But this one has what I call the money page. And if I was one of their network marketing people, I would teach you to say, do you see anything here that might resemble how you may have been feeling recently? Because people don't know what those ins and outs are, but they do know what their heart is, what their gallbladder, what their kidneys, what their lungs. Okay?
My pancreas. What is that one part?
Spleen and stomach.
Spleen and...
How would it know this from his heart rate or from the... What's it
It's
taking?
like sending kind of like pinging the internet to see how strong the signal is. So it's sending the signal to, and it's pinging it, and it's measuring the time to come back. So I'll explain a couple of other things in a second. So then we go to vertebrae. Now people know what their back's like, okay? And usually people go, oh my, I said, do you see anything here that might resemble how you've been feeling? And usually I'll get, oh my gosh, yeah, that's right where, chiropractors freak out. They go, how is that? It's because your body's in, there's circuitry here. So just remember
So what
that
are we
C1.
looking at for C1?
So that's C1. Everything was pretty good. I mean, look at this. Now, let me tell you about this. It may have been that you were like this, watching. It's that sensitive, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, but your back's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, my back is over there.
Little that computer knows.
I got it right here. I do this all the time.
Interesting. Okay, so now teeth